some drive. Decide that you're going to push yourself. The last chapter to your life has not been written yet, and it doesn't matter about what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it?
Folks, it's national championship time here on Retro Bowl Mania, and we've got our USC Trojans who have fought their way all the way to the national title against those juggernauts, the Alabama Crimson Tide, and Alabama's been on a roll, and they're heavily favored in this game. So let's go straight to the action. And we see that Alabama gets the ball first off the kickoff. Oh, and they go 3 and out and get the ball back to USC. And our Trojans have the ball at the 34-yard line to start off. And MJ Fort, he starts off right here to none other than Raheem Moss, who has been their MVP this year. And you got a first down. Oh! And it was a short pass right there to Moss once again. Oh! And 5 hard yards by Sai Jimenez right there. Nice play. We've got another first down. Oh! And Fort short arms it as he held on to the ball a while. Nick Kroom's down at the bottom. Let's see if they capitalize off that. Oh, and Kroom, nice play. He goes for 17. It's a first down. There's a pass. And it's going to none other than Mr. Moss. And Moss tries to get in the end zone. Goes 21 yards, but gets caught at the 1-yard line. And Fort takes it himself as everybody was covered. And what a quick drive here as your USC Trojans get on the board first. They're up 6-0 right now. And there's a pass to Raheem Moss right there, the 2-point conversion. And your USC Trojans are up over the Crimson Tide 8-0 first quarter. But it looks like Alabama is on the move. And they move right in for the touchdown. But the 2-point conversion fails. So at the end of the first quarter, the good guys, the USC Trojans, are up 8-6. And as you guys know, it was a rebuild year. So it's very surprising that they were able to make it this far. Fort. And Fort's got some running room. And Fort dives for 11 yards there. First down. What a play. They're bringing on a blitz right here. Here's a pass. Oh! And it goes to Raheem Moss. 35 yards. What a catch. And they're, once again, they're in the red zone. Pass a little bit high by Fort, but of course, Moss got it. And it's a 1st and 10. And he calls an audible. Oh! And he threw the ball. But he short-armed it, unfortunately. It's a 2nd and 10. Jimenez. Oh, and he goes for 5 hard yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Strong is open in the end zone. The tight end, and it's a touchdown. And let's take a look once again. What a throw. And now SoCal is up 14-6. And Nick Kroom makes it 16-6, a 10-point lead early in the second quarter. Alabama's been pretty stingy on defense, and they've got a pretty good smash-mouth offense. And they're not going anywhere, folks. As they make it a 16-13 game with 29 seconds left to go. USC's got the ball. Let's see, at the 35-yard line. And it's a first down. And they call an audible. They get the run to Jimenez. And he gets out of bounds 5 yards. That was a pretty good pickup. It's a pass. It goes to Nick Kroom. And Kroom gets out of bounds. They've got 3 timeouts. And at midfield, they go first down. And let's see what Fort's going to do this time. Fort's going over the middle. Oh, good defense right there. And we've got, let's see, a 2nd and 10. It's a pass. Oh, and Raheem Moss gets out of bounds. There's 2 seconds left. I think they're going to go for the field goal. They've got a guy that's got a leg. And let's see. It's a 49-yarder. The kick is up. Oh, and it doinks and it's no good. And he had enough leg right there, but it just didn't go through the uprights. And at the end of the first half, it's still a 16-13 game. USC is up, and it's only a 3-point game. Stay tuned. Southern Cal's got the ball, and they've got it at their 17-yard line. See what they're going to do. Oh, and it's incomplete. Held on to it to the last second. They got Raheem Moss down at the bottom. I don't know if they're going to utilize him. Oh! And Kroom this time goes over the middle, catches it, and goes for 19, and they move the chains. Let's see. Moss. Oh, Moss with a good move. And he goes for 20. And they're over once again in Alabama territory. It's a pass. It goes to Moss once again for 19. Moss has been very busy keeping his team afloat. Jimenez. Oh, Jimenez for another 8. In early third quarter, USC is on the move. Let's see what play they're going to do right here. Oh, and it went to, I believe, Nick Kroom, who dropped the ball there, unfortunately. Now we've got a 3rd and 2. I think we're going to have MJ Fort's going to hold on to it. Oh, they bring the pressure. So he had no choice. Oh, and he goes for 4 yards. First down, moves the chains. Jimenez goes for 4 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 6. They're going towards him again. Oh, what a hit. Only gets 3 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 3. And let's see what Fort's going to do. And Ford holds on to it last second, but gets it to Kroom. As we see the replay, the blocking was excellent there, and it's a touchdown. And now USC is up 22-13. They're going for a 2-point conversion. Over the middle, and Kroom gets it. It's a 24-13 game, 11-point. And let's see, Bama's got the ball. Roll Tide, I don't think so, but they're moving. They're at midfield. And they're still moving. Oh, but it caused a fumble. The 15-yard line. And USC, bend but don't break. Oh, what a catch. Oh, 17 by Jimenez, running back. And now let's see, we've got a 1st and 10. Oh, and Jimenez goes for another 11 more. Let's see, I think they're going to call Jimenez's number once again. Oh, and Jimenez goes for about 4. And we've got 9 seconds left in the quarter. And they're looking at chops, so they see Raheem Moss is open. 1-on-1. And there it is, he's wide open. And Moss goes for 27 yards. And they're on the move once again. Let's take a look before the quarter ends. What a throw. And at the end of the third quarter, it's still an 11-point game. We've got USC is up over Alabama 24-13. They get to Jimenez once again. Oh, only 2 yards. He was hoping to break it wide open. They call an audible. Fort back to pass. There's a pass and catch. Kroom. And Kroom gets out of bounds. 19 yards. What a play. Let's see where they're going to go to this time. Oh! And he tried to wait for Moss to come back and it didn't work. And he ended up getting blasted. Here we go. It's a 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. Oh! What a hit as Jimenez gets met by the middle backer, or the outside linebacker right there. Excuse me, and gets destroyed. It's a 3rd and goal. Let's see what they're going to do this time. They're going back to Jimenez. And he goes for 3, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 5. And they're going for it. Let's see what they're going to do right here. There's a pass. And there it is, Nick Kroom. And Ford read it. Saw the safety, went up top right there to take care of the tight end. And left the middle wide open. What a play. It was gutsy. But if you're playing for the national championship, you've got to go for those gutsy plays. And it's probably out of reach right now as it's a 13 game. And let's see, Alabama's got it. And let's see if they're going to answer back. And they do answer. And they get the extra point, and they go for the onside kick. But of course, the good guys, SoCal gets it with only 47 seconds left. They just need to make sure they take care of the ball. That's a 1st down, and they call an audible. I think they're going for Raheem Moss up top. Let's see if they'll be able to get it. I don't think so. Oh, what a throw. Oh! And Moss looked like he was going to tiptoe down the sidelines, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds. Oh, 9 more by Kroom. Calls a timeout, and they want to add insult to injury. They're going for 40 points right here. Here we go, over the middle. Oh! And he breaks the tackle. There he goes! Raheem Moss, 26 yards. And I guess you could call that the icing on the cake as he catches it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys misses him, and he goes right into the end zone. This guy is a blue chipper. We'll see him next year in a NFL sideline. They're going for a 2-point conversion right here. And let's see if Fort gets in the end zone. And they put a 20 spot on him, a 40-20 game. Let's see. It's a huge throw, and that's it. And your national champions are the USC Trojans. They come all the way back from a horrible start. They lost their first couple games and ended up running the table afterwards. And Southern Cal, they're your champions. And let's take a look here. A former reporter is asking, what position does Saeed Jimenez play? Running back, of course. And that's correct. And we're getting ready to look at the stats. Before we do, here it is. If you take a look right here at USC, your champs. Breathe it in. All right. MJ Fort was incredible. Jimenez incredible. Wow, the tight ends they said were poor. I thought they were actually all right. They helped us out. Raheem Moss, incredible. I just thought Kroom was just all right. And the defense, they said, was kind of terrible. I agree with that. All right. Raheem Moss, just like I mentioned, was your MVP. This guy was on another level. MJ Fort, Rookie of the Year. He stepped on in and did what he had to do. And that was it. Let's take a look at the stats for the game and the season. Got MJ Fort. Throws in a game 23 or 29. He throws 4 touchdowns. And for the season, he does eclipse 6,000 yards, which is a pretty good milestone there. Now let's take a look. Rushing. Rushed for 259 yards, not bad. Did rush for 13 touchdowns. Moving on to Saeed Jimenez, 10 rushes for 37 yards. Struggled. Almost rushed for 1,000 yards, over 900. But they slammed the door on him. He did catch for almost 500 yards. So he was very, very effective as he goes for over 13 to 1,400 yards. Wilton Siebert, 37 catches for 508 yards. They said that's terrible. I think that was what we needed right there. This guy was awesome. And then you have Chris Strong, 29 catches for 361 yards. Pretty decent. Almost 1,000 yards between our two tight ends. And there he is. Oh my goodness. That's got to be a Retro Bowl Mania record. Raheem Moss catching over 3,000 yards this season. And once again, look at the stats. 10 catches for 197 yards. This guy on a different level than everybody else. 28 touchdowns. So like I said, we'll see this guy next year on the NFL sideline. Or RB NFL somewhere. Nick Kroom, not bad. 117 catches for over 1,400 yards. He did have a lot of drops. And look at that, over 200 catches for Raheem Moss. Kobe Lucas. Decent. Brandon Ratley. Not that good. And kicker Colton Eaton struggled 3 of 6. But he did kick a 60-yard field goal. So, folks, that's it. It has been a joy to be here on Retro Bowl Mania this season with the USC Trojans, with SoCal. And we closed it out. We won the national championship, so we're getting ready to move on. And you'll see the announcement will be coming very shortly, as in tomorrow or Friday, when we're moving forward. And trust me, the Retro Bowl Mania bus is always moving forward, and it's going to be exciting. So on that note, we're going to say go Trojans and peace. Signing out for the national champions, the USC Trojans.